Here we are with a second bonus episode of the week. Julie, how do you feel about this?
I'm happy to be here.
We're happy that you're here. We're happy that you're here. Welcome back, everybody. It's another bonus episode of the Hey BigHead Show. I think this is the most we've dropped, more episodes in 1 week than we've ever done in the history of BigHead. But, you know, we have such a great team. We have a lot of things to talk about. I am all about it. It's hot in Vegas. It's 90s all week long, which once it hits 90s, that usually means the sleeves come off, hence the sleeveless. Garrett, what are your thoughts on trying to get us like a tanning sponsorship? Because clearly I need it.
Yeah, so I would like to do that, but I don't really tan myself. That could be difficult.
I need something with these arms, though. I have these pale white Norwegian arms.
Yeah. Are you like me where you like go outside
Yes.
and you just 10
Burn.
minutes in, you're just burned?
Red.
Yeah.
Just red.
If there's like a tanning salon that maybe helps with that, maybe I'll look into that.
I mean, I'm fine with just a trade. Like, they don't even have to pay us anything. Just trade. We'll talk about your tanning salon if you just give us free tanning session. I'm here for that.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll work on that.
Cool.
Big news is Jonathan Jossel, the CEO of the Plaza Casino and Hotel. He came in Monday. That episode's going to drop tomorrow. We spoke a lot about the Plaza, his journey from being the youngest, the youngest CEO in Nevada to ever have an unrestricted gaming license.
Unrestricted.
That was interesting. So a lot of great topics that we talked about on that episode. So I'm excited. But there's a reason why we are shooting this bonus episode today. It's because March Madness is finally here, which I am very excited for. I know Julie's thrilled. I can see that look in her eye. She's just enthralled.
She knows ball.
She knows ball.
Totally.
Julie balls.
I'm really
it
good
up.
at horse.
That's ball.
That's ball. So there's going to be a lot of college basketball games over the course of the next few weeks. A lot of betting. Actually, speaking of betting, Jimmy Gavigan, who is the owner of the Vegas Brunch Boys, he came on last season and kind of talked about what the Vegas Brunch Boys is all about. Brandon, do you know what the Vegas Brunch Boys is?
I do not actually.
It's really interesting, actually. It's a group of guys that just go out and do fun things. And it's if you don't really have, many friends around town, or you just want to try something different with, a good group of guys, they're like, come to Top Golf. And we have this, these few bays that, we just are reserved for us, and we get to know each other and hang out and have drinks and have food. It's a really great concept. And especially online, you see a lot of people asking, like, how do I meet friends in Vegas? If you're a guy, Vegas Brunch Boys. And then coincidentally, his girlfriend has a similar concept, Vegas Girl Events, that is same thing, just for girls. But it's really cool. But Jimmy, he actually has a partnership with the Caesars app, and where you have like those specialty parlay cards. So it's really interesting. The Vegas Brunch Boys chalk card is on the Caesars app, and it's 4-team parlay. He has Connecticut to reach the Elite Eight, Purdue to reach the Elite Eight, Houston to reach the Elite Eight, and Iowa State to reach the Elite Eight. So $10 bet gets you $160.
Hate to say it, but I don't agree with the Iowa State pick
Uh-oh.
at all.
Uh-oh.
You're going to hear about it, but
Well, the good thing is with this, you can actually modify the parlay card. I don't know if it's still called the Vegas Brunch Boys chalk card after that. But I'm a team player. I'm going to put $10 behind it and see what happens.
oh, really?
Yeah, why not?
You're not
Yeah,
taking number 15 Tennessee State?
I'm sure in one of my many parlays that I will have over the course of the next few weeks, that will be included for sure. You're a sports gambler, Brandon?
Football, I would say.
What do you bet on an app, or do you go in the casino?
I don't bet on sports, to be honest. I do cook up parlays for my dad because he's the one with the bread. And sometimes I hit, but I hit this massive 15-leg parlay, $1, but only $100 though.
That's fantastic.
Bunch of calm bets, bunch
Yeah.
of calm legs. Yeah,
We love those. Any win is a win. Just like when I beat Julie in something unrelated to anything. It's just
Beer gambling.
Beer gambling. When I beat Julie in beer gambling, I will take that as a win. Garrett, what about you? Do you bet on any sports on the apps?
Yeah, I primarily use Caesars. I try to keep it to a minimum because I don't, have money flowing in like constantly. it's, I like to be responsible.
Yeah.
But yeah, March Madness, I'll probably fire in a few bets here and there.
Yeah.
One that's really sticking out to me right now, I guess we can call it Garrett's best bet. And it's going to be Troy to at least cover against Nebraska, a 13 versus a 4.
What's the spread on that?
I think it was 13.5.
Uh-huh.
Nebraska has never won a March Madness tournament game.
Okay.
What?
They make it sometimes, and they've never won a game. So I'm just going to go with history here. And I still think that Nebraska is never going to win a tournament game. So
Interesting. All right. Well, that's some breaking news. I wonder if I have like a breaking news or a exclusive sound here. Let's see. What is this?
That is not breaking news. This is disco.
So that was awful. We're not going to do that one.
Bad choice, Garrett.
Yeah. Let's see. How about this? How about that?
That also does not feel like breaking
Okay. You know what,
news.
Julie? You're really killing me over here. But I want to talk about the first annual. Yeah. Again, this is some. This would be good for like an intro here. No, this is. I gotta do better on my soundboard here.
Is this a soundboard I sent you?
This is some of the sounds that I have,
Oh,
but we need to organize
so
ourselves.
I put it on my headphones back on just for this.
Okay, good.
I don't know what you're cooking up over there.
It's a hot mess over here. This is why I needed you. We're doing our first annual Big Head March Madness bracket, and what we're going to do is we're going to have not only members of the Big Head team and the Vegas local team, but also some of our past guests, and we're just going to have a March Madness tournament bracket. Some of the participants are going to be all of us in this room here. Yours truly, Julie, Garrett, Brandon, Brian, who's not here right now, but our engineer, he's going to be in it. I texted Brian if he wanted to be in our March Madness tournament. His response was, I can. I just don't know much about football. So,
Oh my God.
that's always good. We have Devin Hicks and Lauren Wise. They were actually our first guests that we had on the show. Lauren is currently a power slap contestant, and they also know very little about college basketball, so that'll be good. The girls from the Three Stride podcast, who the podcast is all about horse riding and being in, owning horses, but they're going to be included, and they're excited for that. JC Fernandez, that'll be a good entry. We have my cousins, Jake and Jeff Denson, who, if you remember, we all entered in the Circa Millions contest, and our team name was the Uncrustables. We placed very poorly, so that should be a good entry.
Nice.
Of course, Jimmy from the Vegas Brunch Boys, he's involved. And then our girl, Ashley Contorno, she's going to be in the contest too, rounding out. I think my dad actually wants to be in the tournament too. I don't know. Should we allow my dad in?
Yeah,
course,
send a
of
pic. I want to
course.
make a floating head.
You want to make a floating head of my dad? All right.
Let's do it.
Big Fig. He's going to be, he's our
Big.
last
Big.
our last
big.
entry into the the Big Head March Madness bracket. I tried to steal the Vegas Brunch Boys name. And then the Hey BigHead Show will donate to the charity of the winner's choice. So we're doing it for at least a good cause. Our betting and degenerate gambling will be all for a good cause.
Leads to something good this time.
Exactly. But I want a little preview. So I want to go around the room and just kind of get an insight of everybody's Final Four picks. I want to do some scouting because I don't really have too much insight. I know college basketball, but I've been off my game this season. So I kind of want to see where you guys are at. And
Well, have you finished yours?
I finished mine, but I don't know if I feel good about it.
Okay, so you're going to listen to all of us.
That's right.
And then go back and change it.
That's exactly right.
Oh, you sound like Brandon.
I was asking Garrett earlier. I'm like, what do you think about Bama, Garrett?
I was like, well, there was this dude who got caught up with the police.
You know?
Minor detail. Minor detail. Brandon, so start us off. Who do you have in your Final Four and why?
All right. Arizona, Kentucky,
Mhm.
1-7. UConn, number 2. And, I don't know a lot about basketball, but I do know that basketball runs through Iowa. All right.
All right.
Not Iowa State, but the good Iowa, the good one.
The good one.
Number 9, Iowa is going to win it all.
Uh-huh.
And they're going to beat Arizona handedly. That's me.
That's you. I like that. What's the final score you have there?
158
150
total points.
That's a high scoring game.
Yeah, high scoring.
I like it. Garrett, what do you got?
Final four, we got Arizona versus Virginia, 1 versus 3. And then we have UConn and Houston. And I have UConn beating Virginia in the championship. And this is not biased because I'm totally not a UConn fan. But yeah, I think Dan Hurley turns it up a notch in March Madness. And he figures out a way to win. He's going to win his 3rd championship.
Dan Hurley we trust.
Yeah.
What do you have for the final score?
I was thinking 141 or 151. I got a 151 right now.
Okay.
So high scoring.
Love that.
Yeah. What about you?
I want to hear Julie's first.
Oh.
I'm actually very excited to hear Julie's.
I think we should save her for last.
You think save her?
Okay, I don't think it's unreasonable.
Listen,
She's got Queens winning the championship.
Do you actually?
No.
I have. We'll do my final four. So I have. Who do I have? I have Duke and UConn. I don't think there's going to be many upsets in the Elite Eight or even just Final Four. So I have Duke against UConn. I think Duke's going to win. I have Houston against Florida. I think Houston's going to beat Florida. I have Michigan, Iowa State. I think Michigan's going to win that. And then I have Arizona against Purdue. And it's really just 1-2s and 1-2s. And I think Arizona's going to win. And then I have Duke beating Houston and Arizona beating Michigan. And then I have Duke winning with a combined score of 132. I think there won't be many upsets. Last year, there weren't many upsets as well.
All 4 1 seeds made the Final Four.
That's right. So I have a good feeling about this. I think Houston was the only number 2 seed in the Final Four that I have here. So we'll see. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, I'm not very high on Houston myself.
Mm-hmm.
Usually in other brackets I'd have UConn versus Illinois or I don't know, Florida too, but I'm making it a little different.
How many brackets are you in this year?
This is my 5th. So yeah.
How many will there be by tomorrow morning?
I think 6.
Do you have a different team winning in each one?
Nope. I have UConn in all of them. So let's go Huskies.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think that's talking about not having a lot of upsets. I know we don't have a lot of upsets. And I think that's just how NIL has changed the game, because now it's the schools with money are obviously going to have better players because they can afford those players. And I don't think you're going to really see any like deep Cinderella teams anymore. So that kind of takes the fun aspect out of March Madness. And I didn't really realize it at first. I was kind of against NIL, and I still kind of am. But now it's affecting March Madness, the number 1 betting time of year, sports betting time of year. And now we already see it for last year in effect, all 1 seeds. So it's like it's hard to really choose like an 11 seed making it to the Final Four and stuff. And I think it's, from a viewing perspective, it's a little not as exciting as it is before. But, that's just how NIL is affecting March Madness now. And it stinks.
Excellent point.
But that's just how the money makes the world go round.
Yeah.
And so the richer schools are going to be at the top of the game. So
Well said.
yeah.
Wow. I never thought about that, but that's an incredible.
Yeah, think about it. I mean, like, I think, I have I have 2 seeds and a 3 seed in this.
Mm-hmm.
And before I would like maybe a 5 in there, maybe a 7. But I don't know if we're going to really get that. I think we can get a 5 seed maybe, like St. John's.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's, we saw a prime example last year, all 1 seeds. So, and, we're going to keep rooting for those Cinderella teams, but it's really hard to pick them in your bracket. But I don't know. I could be wrong, but NIL has made a big, big impact on March Madness.
The Cinderella teams really do make the memorable March Madnesses. Like, what was that college from Florida a few years back?
FAU?
Yes.
Yeah. They made the Final Four. They were a 9 seed, I think, of Florida Atlantic University.
That was crazy.
Yeah. And they played against they almost went to the championship. They lost on a buzzer beater from number 5 seed San Diego State.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got demolished by UConn.
Yeah.
And they were a 4, but But yeah, it was a 4 versus 5. I mean, you could still kind of get that, but I think it's really, really 1s and 2 seeds now.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
There was a trend going on the past few years of like people betting the underdog money lines, and almost every year they were profitable, at least in the first 2 rounds. And then last year, I believe if you did that same approach, you got demolished again because there weren't too many major upsets last year, and there were a couple, but nothing enough to be profitable. So I think that strategy of only betting the money line of underdogs is pretty much dead and gone now.
Yeah, you can play it safe with the spread.
Yeah.
Maybe they cover. But I don't know. Like those big numbers are scary. Like Duke minus 30 against whoever they're playing on Thursday or whatever. It's scary to bet those big numbers.
It'll be interesting. All right, then last but not least, Julie, what do you got for us?
Again, I don't think it's unreasonable. I have, excuse me, I've got Duke going against Houston, Gonzaga against Michigan. I said it'll be Michigan and Houston in the championship. I think Michigan will win, hopefully, mostly just because I did this all based off of jersey colors and mascots. And total combined score of 136.
That's not bad.
It's really not unreasonable. They did bully me about choosing Michigan.
Who bullied you?
Brandon and Garrett. They said, who do you think's going to win? I said, Michigan. They both at the same time went, pfft. And then they were rude about it.
No.
Gentlemen, is this true?
No.
Yes.
I think Michigan has the easiest region for sure.
I will firm that. Like,
yeah,
I accept that I was hating on the Michigan pick.
Honestly, like I haven't picked Michigan to win the championship. I have them to make it in the Final Fours sometimes in some of them, but I think they're definitely a good squad.
Also, I think one of the reasons, again, I truly don't know anything about college basketball, but just the very little minimal research that I did, out of the 4 of them, Michigan has been to the championship or been in the Final Four the least recently. So I was like, why not? They haven't been in the Final Four since 2018. Maybe they'll win.
So they're like due for a championship appearance.
Maybe.
Or,
I don't think that's really how it works. I don't think they're like, well, you haven't been in a while. We're going to...
Sure, there may be different players now, but yeah, why not?
But I just thought it was a nice gesture for me to be like, they might win.
That's very generous of you. That's very nice of you.
Charitable.
Yes. Brandon, who's your biggest upset in the first round?
I don't know if it's my biggest, but it's my favorite.
Yeah.
UPenn
over
Illinois. There's just something about the nerds beating the Illini. I'm rooting for the nerds, and I think it would be absolutely hilarious if they win because everyone has been trying to master this perfect bracket.
Yeah.
With like strategy and stuff. I think they're doing it wrong. They need to start going with vibes. And the best vibes is coming from UPenn.
Best vibes coming from UPenn. I like that.
I have them losing the next round, but they can consider this their Super Bowl.
On CBS, they have it shows the users' percentage picks. 93% of users have picked Illinois over Penn. So you have a 7% chance of Penn State winning, which is for a first round, that's pretty good.
Caleb Williams did it with less percent, so we got this.
Somehow it all comes back to Caleb.
To the Bears, man.
I don't know how it happens. We could be talking about literally anything, and it all comes back to the Chicago Bears.
That's right.
Or Jay Cutler. Or Hot Fran.
I'm the Bears' strongest soldier, man. So
the Bears.
You are the Bears' strongest soldier.
I am.
The Bears.
The Bears.
On a complete side note, my algorithm now it has started to include Hot Fran in my social media algorithm.
Does it say Hot Fran or is it?
It just says Fran Tarkenton.
No way.
But we're gonna start making Hot Fran a thing.
Yeah. Floating head. Just put him on the wall behind us.
Just Fran Tarkenton.
He's got to be included in it too, guys. Right?
Absolutely, yeah. Garrett, let's reach out to Fran Tarkenton today, see if he wants to be included in the Big Head NCAA.
What if we just made a bracket for him?
That'd be electric.
I think we should do that.
Speaking of the brackets, one thing, and I can't find it now, so maybe somehow my bracket got renamed. Yeah. But after you fill it out, it says name your bracket. Yeah. Mine was Julie's Big Head Basketball Baddie Bracket. And it no longer says that. Now it just says my name. I don't know where the name of it went, but I felt really good about that alliteration.
You like that one.
I didn't get an option to name my bracket.
You have to complete it first.
Yeah,
I did the same thing and then it went away.
Good.
Well, I guess maybe it didn't want us to name it anything.
No pizzazz.
But I thought Julie's baddie bracket.
That's a pretty good one.
I'm going to be honest. I think we should include Fran Tarkenton in our bracket this year. I don't know how we're going to decide the picks.
It's Spirit. Maybe coin toss.
We got to do some research on him, like where he went to school, what he was born, and then we pick those types of teams if they're in it.
I don't know if he would want this in the show necessarily, but I do know his nephew very well. And I could call him and say, hey, how do you think your uncle would fill this bracket out?
Or we could do that. Or we could ask ChatGPT and say, hey, imagine we're Fran Tarkenton. Tell me what picks you like for the first round, in the second round, in the third round. And I think that could work too.
That could work.
I think that's what we should do.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Chat it.
Excellent. All right. So we have he's our 13th participant, including my dad, Big Fig.
Okay.
He's our 12th. And then Fran Tarkenton.
I will say that
Hot Fran.
I do think maybe I should do the Fran Tarkenton one because I have zero biases towards any of these teams. So there will be no influence other than AI.
The only thing I have you to do today is to do Hot Fran's picks.
Okay.
And his name's going to be Hot Fran in the tournament.
Picks like PICS. You want me to come up with pictures of Hot Fran?
Yes, to both. Hot Fran's baddie big head bracket.
Totally.
That's what we're going to call it. Well, it'll be good. Garrett, what's your biggest upset in the first round before we go?
I don't know. I like South Florida versus Louisville, or how are you? I like the pronounce. I don't know. I think for sure Texas is beating by BYU.
Okay.
Another 6 versus 11. BYU has the best player in the tournament. Arguably, he's going to go number 1 overall. But
who is that?
AJ DeBanza.
Sure about that?
Got it. Yep. AJ DeBanza.
Nailed it.
He's really good. Hofstra versus Alabama. That's a 13 versus a 4. For reasons we don't need to include. With that player getting arrested. That I think could be a really fun upset. Even Akron versus Texas Tech. And a 12 versus a 5. But I guess the biggest one seating wise would be Hofstra. But I am very, very sure about Texas beating BYU. But I guess we'll check in next time.
We'll check in and see how we're doing. And we're not shooting until next week, so that will be 2 rounds in by then, right?
Yeah, we got the 6-4 and 32 this weekend, and then
good. I love that. Awesome. Well, this is going to be fun. I'm excited. We're going to have a fun March Madness Big Head bracket season here. It'll be good. Like I said, the winner will have money donated to the charity of their choice. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm excited for Hot Fran. I think Hot Fran's going to win it all.
Hot diggity dog.
Hot diggity dog.
Let's go.
New episodes every week on HeyBigHead.com. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you there.